Hello and welcome to our first YouTube video on the Hotspur House channel. Today I am joined by Charlie from N17 Nation, and we are going to be ranking our 7 summer signings. Welcome, Charlie.
Hi. I can't wait to rank our new signings. I mean they've all been great for now, but it's going to be tricky. But yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I'm just going to start by describing our what we're going to be basing it off of. So fantastic. That's like has had a dream start to the season. If they're a forward, they've scored goals, they provided assists. If they're a midfielder, they provided assists or like broken up the opposition's play. Good would just be, had a good start to the season. Nothing special, nothing like not bad, but just they've been good. Average is not really been reaching the expectations of where we're really looking for. And then bad being they've just not had a good season. When we play them, they're not playing well, and then not played enough is just like they haven't really gotten a lot of playing time. So first, Carlos Vinicius, where would you rank him?
Well, it has to be not played enough. Let's be honest. I mean, from what I've seen of him, he looks good. He almost scored against West Brom, put in a few decent shifts to get in the Europa League, but just not played enough to really rank him. So
yeah, I feel like that's fair. I was gonna say either good or average, but I feel like not played enough. We haven't really seen a ton of him yet. Moving on to the next one, Gareth Bale.
Oh,
what have you thought of him so far?
Well, if you actually analyze his play, his interplay, I mean, there have been some moments where him and Kane did link up pretty nicely, but except for that, his stats have been pretty disappointing. But then
That's
again,
true.
he did score that goal against Brighton.
The winner.
So this is probably the trickiest one actually to rank. Well, I want to put him in good, but I mean,
I feel like putting him in good is fair. I feel like for me, I would say good. We can move it after, but I feel like he's been good, not necessarily like definitely hasn't been fantastic.
No,
but like I mean, he did score the winner in a tight game. He's not reached the heights. I feel like he definitely could be fantastic, but he's just not quite there yet. But I feel like it's a bit harsh to put him in average.
You know what? I actually agree. Yeah, I'll put him in good then. Yeah.
Joe Hart, what have you thought of him?
Well, well, in the Europa League, he did keep a few clean sheets, a few good saves, but it has to be average. I don't know. Yeah. I can't really put him in good or bad. He's just average.
I feel like he has only been playing Bulgarian, Belgian, teams. So he hasn't been playing really teams that are at high levels. So you can't put him in good or fantastic. I mean, he's made a few good saves, but you definitely can't put him in bad because I think he's only conceded 2 goals in 4 or 5 appearances. So I feel like he's had a pretty good start to life at N17. But
yeah, well, he's taken Gaz's position, so he'll be happy about that.
Yeah, it was a really big surprise when we signed him at first. No, I don't think anyone was really expecting it. And then all of a sudden, it was just like Joe Hart's under a medical with Spurs, and then we signed him the next day. So happened really quickly.
It was crazy. It happened so quickly.
There was no one reporting on it, and then all of a sudden, it just happened. Moving on to our next player, Joe Rodon. I don't think there's any debate about this one. Just straight not played enough.
He did look. I mean, he only got 1 or 2 touches against City, but his positioning does look good. So, I mean, positive times ahead, and there's a lot of pressure on shoulders right now because Toby's out for now. We thought it was worse, but it's only 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, not only that's huge for us because he's missing 2 London derbies, but still, it could have been worse. And I think Joe Rodon's going to do the job.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely has the opportunity, and it's really disappointing that we had to wait until the English deadline day, because if we would have signed him earlier and he would have been able to play in the Europa League, that would have just been so much better. But it's just unfortunate the way it worked out, because I feel like he really would have been able to prove himself in the Europa League, and then when Toby got injured, he would have been able to just slot right in. But oh well. he'll still get to play time in the Premier League, most likely, unless him and Davinson Sanchez are going to have to battle it out for that spot. Moving on to our next player, Matt Doherty. What have you thought of him?
Oh, this is a hard one as well. Well, I mean, I can't put him in good. So, and it'd be really harsh to put him in bad.
So I feel like average, just ahead of. I'm gonna move Joe Hart. Average. Yeah, I think he's been better than Joe Hart. He did provide the assist for Kane against West Brom late on in the match to give us the win. But I feel like he's still warming up. We've talked about it a lot on the podcast. I think he's going to be a great player. I think we've talked about it. I think he's been unlucky with his assists that have been called out, great saves made by keepers to deny him his first Spurs goal. So I feel like average is fair to start. But by the end of the season, we'll do another one of these tier lists at the end of the season with our new signings and see how they finished out, and we can compare it with how we ranked them at the beginning. And then, arguably, our best signing of the summer, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
I have a lot to say about him. So, I actually just posted a graphic design I made of him, and today I've actually thought about it, and I think he might be becoming my favorite player. Actually, he's just such a guy. I actually think I'm going to get slagged off for this. But I think he's actually the best summer signing in Europe, not in in Europe.
I agree with that. He's transformed our side.
He's revolutionized the way we play. It's crazy.
He's been the best defensive midfielder to play for Spurs in probably the past, I don't know, at least the past 10 years. Moussa Dembele was fantastic. I don't think he was quite a defensive midfielder, though. Yeah. So I feel like Højbjerg, he's been better than Eric Dyer was as a defensive mid. He's better than Wanyama was as a defensive mid. But that's definitely the best Spurs defensive midfielder in the past 10 years. He's just been absolutely fantastic. So I think that explains our choice straight into the top. And then our last one, Sergio Reguilón. What have you thought of him?
Oh, well, another one. It's between good and fantastic. It has to be fantastic. I mean,
I think it has to be fantastic as well. I mean, he's been incredible. He's absolutely pocketed Riyad Mahrez
along the way of some amazing defending. I mean, his performance against City has been a bit overshadowed by a few other amazing performances, but he was amazing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just that entire back line against City was incredible, but especially Reguilón, who just completely shut out Riyad Mahrez and earned a ham because of it.
And he earned the Spanish ham. Prosciutto from Jose. You know, that's actually some class man management from Jose. I mean, wow. Also, looks like Reguilón's shaping up to be a true Yid wearing his Spurs pajamas last night. You just love to see it. I'm telling you, even if Real Madrid want to get him back, I actually think he'll reject Real Madrid. I actually do.
I think he might. I mean, have you ever seen a picture of him in Real Madrid pajamas? I don't think so.
Nope.
I haven't seen it. So, I mean, I just like he's becoming one of my favorite players. I mean, him and Højbjerg, and then obviously Gareth Bale, Son, and Kane. I mean, those are probably my top 5 Spurs players. Oh, Dembele and Lo Celso are up there too. So those are my top 7 Spurs players at the moment. But I mean, it shows how well Daniel Levy's done in the transfer market. That
it does actually.
Just these 3 at the top. I mean, Højbjerg, Reguilón, and Gareth Bale. Those are some fantastic players. And then Doherty, I feel like by the end of the season he'll be good. And then Vinicius and Joey Rodon will definitely be up there by the end of the season once they get some more playing time. But it's been fantastic. It's top of the league.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's just about it from us. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe. And we are also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts with the Hotspur House podcast. Give it a listen. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. And come on, you Spurs.
Guys.